T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Welcome to another Chill Review. This time it is Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Autobot Slammer. I don't know what they call these things anymore. They used to be called weaponizers, but I feel like they have a new name now. But Autobot Slammer, much like a ton of other characters, throughout the past 10 years or so, Hasbro has been trying to give us all of the G1 characters so that we can get all the G1 characters all over again, just with modified engineering or updated engineering. There are a ton of figures and characters that they still haven't given us, but they're still trying to make up for that. So Slammer is the last character we needed to go with the Titan class Metroplex, and that thing came out in 2013. If people are paying attention, there are people out there right now saying, hey, we never got this character, we still need this. We already got it. Like, they did all the Combiner Wars, they did Headmasters and Titans Returns. Yeah, they gave us characters that weren't Headmasters, but they mixed in the real Headmasters with them. So technically, we've gotten a lot of characters, but there are still characters that haven't been represented properly. Alright, here he is out of the box. I'm gonna be honest, I hate reviewing these weaponizer guys because they do so much. And even though these are called reviews, people expect you to show every little daggone detail about everything they can do. But he's covered in details, as you can see. Let me get this out of the way, straight out of the box. My copy, I don't know how everybody else's copy is gonna be. You let me know. This thing feels cheap. The plastic is so lightweight, and what doesn't really help is certain things are kind of loose. Like this joint right here is way more loose than I would like, and the joints and the hips aren't all that tight either, and that makes these things feel cheap. And this little piece right here, when I open the box, if this doesn't even peg to this tight, let's reverse it this way. It doesn't peg to that tight, so floor polish will be your friend with this guy. When I opened him, I heard something. I turned the box over and I heard something hit the floor. It took me forever to find what I dropped because I didn't know what to even look for. It's this little piece right here comes off. I've seen it in the instructions, so I had some type of idea after a while, but you open the box and hear something just randomly fall off. You don't know what you're looking for because it's your first time experiencing a toy. It's crazy. But let's get into the good things. It has some decent head articulation. It can tilt side to side. And because of the hinge, even though the head is filled in, it can look up due to that hinge being right there, which is awesome. It has this right here, can rotate right there, rotate right here, and bend 90 degrees. The hands, let's let you see, it just has a thumb basically. Can rotate here, legs kick up, could kick back if this stuff wasn't in the way. Legs go all the way out to the side and swivel right there and bend more than 90 degrees, a lot more than 90 degrees. And ankle pivot. Hollowness all back there, that's why I can do the more than 90. Technically, I was like, it does something that I was about to complain about. I was like, wow, this thing has a reverse ab crunch. It would have been nice if they could have made that joint forward, but guess what? Right here, it does bend forward. So he does have an ab crunch. That joint luckily is tighter than this one. That is loose as crap. And the looseness takes away from the fun factor. This hanging down behind the legs, you do not have to do that if you don't want to. You can reverse it this way. And now it has guns or ports, right, pegs right there. And you have more range of motion down here. So there are options. Just keep in mind that this little piece keeps falling off. Maybe you could find something else for it to do. But no, it's going to be bumping into his arm. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Maybe we can peg it upside down. Right here. Yeah, that is tighter, and it fills in his back if you flip that around. So, he looks nice. It's a nice generic Autobot drone type guy, and I can't complain about him too much besides the stuff that I was complaining about. If it was tighter, it wouldn't. The joints were tighter, it wouldn't feel so cheap. But the hollowness or the lightness of the plastic and the loose joints on top of that, it takes away from it. Like, I should be super happy, like, wow, you don't get a robot, a deluxe class with ab crunch all the time, and you can even lift the head up. That's great. Let's bring in the previous review pipes. Let me squish him down to his appropriate proportions. That's how much taller than him he is. Here is Jazz from my comparison for the previous video. So he's taller than Jazz. So stretching out all of this deluxe size class plastic to a height taller than they would want them to be, that's what makes them cheaper. They don't do that all the time because there are other tall deluxe that don't feel like this. But this is my experience with this figure. Your experience may be different because maybe your joints are tight. So I can't really speak on every single figure out there, but that's the experience I'm having. I'm going to be doing this per the instructions. Trying to remember how all this stuff works is frustrating. That's the one frustrating thing about this. These don't transform like a normal transformer. You basically take them apart. To rotate the arms like this, bring it out and up and out like this right there, and then we just pop the arms completely off. Go ahead and peg this together. The peg is there. There are no pegs in this part of the arms. That is freaking weird, but it is what it is. And let's just leave it like it is for now. Take off the legs. Go ahead and rotate that down and rotate that down. And now we can bring the thighs into the back of the leg. Take this off right there. Rotate the head and shove it down. Now take this off right here. Flip this up into this orientation right here. Take the arms and plug them there. Take this cap right here, the thing that was on the back of this, which you normally would have taken off of here, but I had already previously put it somewhere else. There's that. Then we can take the cannon. Where did I put the cannon? Put that there. Okay. Now we take the legs and the leg is shaped like this. So which foot is this? This is the right leg. Put it over top of this. Come on. I'm not going to worry about that falling off because this should have been a step before that step, to be honest with you. Alright. Okay, now we take the front part of the robot, peg this into that, and we can go ahead and shove all of his body up under there. It would have been nice for these things if they could have come up with a way. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to rotate it because the scratch is hanging out. If they could have come up with a way to make these things transform without taking the whole body apart, that would have been lovely, but they didn't. And this is a problem. These are too wide. So that's why it's like falling off of every place you peg it. And that is unfortunate. But here we are. It's a tank. It's looking like this. If this thing actually existed on the G1 toy and I can find an image, I'm going to put the image right here if that's an actual thing. If it's not, I'm just talking and I'm going to edit this stuff out that I'm saying. But it's a nice solid tank. Here we go. Roughly about the same length as Huffer. So same length as pipes. And probably the same height. So there you are. If you got one of these, you know what to expect. It has wheels, but they are plastic wheels. And this isn't even a real wheel right here. So if you push down on it, it's going to roll. But doing that is mostly just sliding. This, it can lift up, which is cool. But rotating, no, because it's connected by two arms. It's not going to really rotate, not without the barrel coming off. It can rotate a little bit, but it's separating. All right, now I'm going to make him his like armament mode. Trying to do it the way they show it in the instructions. Lift this up. This is going to come off. Just don't even drive yourself crazy if you have the same problem as me. And basically, this untabs, that untabs. But truthfully, they want this to stay together like that right here. So leave it like that off to the side. Now we can pull this from under here, bring this out, and basically this detaches from there. And now this comes off from there right here. Now we can lift these leg parts off of the treads that were on the back on both sides like that. We can go ahead and shut this and shut that. Leave that off to the side. Now we can, oh boy. I want to make this an authentic review. I was going to say I should have did floor polish. This part, we can bring this up, bring that up like that. And now we're supposed to detach this. Oh boy. And detach this off of here. I'm shocked it pegs into there that good, to be honest with you. Now we can take these two shoulder pieces off right here, detach them, bring these down, and then point the little peg end points or pegs out that way. Now we can take the arms and peg this into this arm and peg this into this arm right there. So now it looks like this. Now the treads right here that were on the back, you can separate them from this thing right here. And now these peg together, the two treads slot together like that. And now we're supposed to use this, and hopefully that can hold that together. That's decently tight, so there you are with that, at least. So that's a good thing. Then we can take this and plug it into here, right there. So now we have all of this stuff. For this part, I'm going to demonstrate with Warpath. I'm going to remove his actual shield or whatever his one accessory he comes with. And these, this is how they show it in the instructions with this little nub down. Now that doesn't make it sit flush. I would think you're supposed to actually reverse these, but I looked at it again. And this is their suggestion, but basically these go into the feet of pretty much any War for Cybertron figure. So now he has platform arms tilts or whatever. And this part right here, we can go ahead and plug into his back right there. Now we can take the crotch, plug that there. Let me make sure it's high enough for you to be able to see. Right here, we can go ahead and plug this into this. Actually, you know what? I'm doing it wrong. Plug this into that right there. So now it has cannons, or mortar cannons right there. And this can go on this arm, while this blade can be like a saw blade and can go on this arm. So actually, technically, depending on how I have it, I didn't even need to take off his little shoulder thing. Yeah, it is bumping a bit onto the arm, so I will remove that. And I said this was an okay fit, but it fell out. But basically, here's what you're working with. You gain a saw blade, an arm cannon, and some back cannons and platform feet. Depending on your character, this won't be so exposed behind the robot's head, but his peg hole is further up. They're demonstrating in the instructions with wheeljack. So there's that. And of course you can attach different blast effects and whatnot in there. Here's one I have readily available. Put that in there. Oh, that's loose, so there's that. That limits that mess. You could port them under here, look like a jetpack. You could port something under here, boosting the feet up. And yeah, there you are. All right, let's just get real with each other for a second. I'm detaching this. Like I said, this should have been reversed for the robot mode. And it probably should have been like this, so it could be flat in that platform mode. But let's be real with each other. This is a character you don't necessarily need unless you are a diehard completionist collector. It is a completely obscure character who I don't believe ever even had a real robot mode in the G1 continuity. It was just an actual additional accessory for Metroplex, if I'm not mistaken. This is the first time he actually had a robot mode. But it is cool, and if your figure doesn't have the shortcomings that mine has, as far as the looseness, then you'll have a better time than I'm having right now. But as stated, if you are having that issue, then this thing is going to feel cheap, and that's going to really take away from your experience. All right, you can figure this out, T-Man. There we go. And I don't like this. But if you are a completionist, or if you do like certain things about the figure, like him having a little cannon hand, the treads, being able to be a weaponizer, the ab crunch, the way the head works and all that, you could make him even taller if you want. You could flip around the back so that's not hanging down there. But it is a cool, alright figure, but it would have been better if it wasn't loose. and I could probably fix that so mine will be better later. But right now, it is kind of frustrating. If I have a link to this on Amazon where you can get it, I'll put that in the description. If I can't find it, it won't be in the description. I'm getting tongue-tied. I typically would cut all of this tongue-tiedization out, but I don't care no more. I'm probably gonna be stuttering and stuff all throughout all of my latest videos. I try to take that out because it seems less professional, but it's me, and I get frustrated editing all that stuff out. So there you are with that. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos.